The Life and Philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, A Journey Through Wisdom. What does it mean to lead with integrity in a world fraught with challenges? How can we remain steadfast in uncertain times? To explore these questions, we turn to one of history's most revered figures, Marcus Aurelius. Known as the Philosopher King, his life offers a rare combination of power and wisdom, resilience and virtue. Through his personal struggles, philosophical reflections, and enduring legacy, Marcus Aurelius continues to inspire generations. Let us delve into the extraordinary life of this Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. To understand Marcus Aurelius, we must first immerse ourselves in the world he inhabited. The Roman Empire, during the 2nd century CE, was a vast and complex realm. It stretched from Britain to the Middle East and was held together by an intricate system of roads, a shared legal framework, and the formidable power of the Roman military. This period saw an era of relative stability under the 5 good emperors, a sequence of capable rulers who prioritized the welfare of the state over personal ambition. Marcus Aurelius was the last in this line, ascending the throne at a time when Rome's prosperity masked deeper challenges, military threats, political turbulence, and an empire at the brink of transformation. Amid such a backdrop, Marcus Aurelius was not simply a figure of authority. He was a thinker, a seeker, and a man striving to balance the immense responsibilities of leadership with his pursuit of philosophical truth. Born in 121 CE into a prominent Roman family, Marcus Aurelius seemed destined for a life of privilege. Yet his journey to becoming an emperor was far from ordinary. Raised in an environment that valued discipline and intellect, Marcus was exposed early to the teachings of Greek and Roman philosophers. One of the pivotal moments in his life was his adoption by Emperor Antoninus Pius, Hadrian's successor, which established him as an heir to the imperial throne. This turn of events thrust Marcus into a world of immense responsibility at a young age. Under the mentorship of philosophers like Junius Rusticus and Epictetus, Marcus developed a keen appreciation for Stoic philosophy. It taught him self-discipline, acceptance of life's hardships, and a focus on inner virtue rather than outer circumstances. These lessons would later form the bedrock of his leadership style and personal philosophy. Marcus Aurelius officially became emperor in 161 CE, sharing the role with his adoptive brother, Lucius Verus. This dual emperor system was rare in Roman history and presented unique challenges. Despite differing temperaments, Lucius being more indulgent and carefree, Marcus managed to navigate their shared rule with diplomacy and wisdom. Although his reign began with a promise of stability, Marcus Aurelius's time as emperor was marked by relentless challenges. From the Parthian War to the Antonine Plague, the empire faced crises that required both strategic thinking and steadfast leadership. Through it all, Marcus embodied the Stoic principle of focusing on what one can control. He led not with arrogance, but with a sense of duty to Rome and its people. What set Marcus Aurelius apart from other rulers was his devotion to Stoicism, a school of thought that emphasizes reason, morality, and mastering one's desires. Stoic philosophy resonated deeply with Marcus, not only as a ruler, but as a human being navigating the complexities of life. According to Stoicism, virtue is the highest good, and a life well lived is one in harmony with nature and reason. Marcus took these teachings to heart, striving to remain just, prudent, and temperate even as he wielded immense power. He viewed power as a responsibility rather than a privilege and believed it was his duty to serve his people rather than glorify himself. His philosophical ideals elevated him as a ruler, shaping decisions rooted in justice and moral clarity. More than 1800 years later, Marcus Aurelius's thoughts remain alive through Meditations, a collection of personal writings never intended for public consumption. This extraordinary work provides us with an intimate glimpse into the emperor's inner life, revealing his struggles, aspirations, and contemplations. Written primarily during military campaigns, Meditations serves as proof of Marcus's philosophical commitment. In its pages, he grapples with timeless questions. How do we face adversity? How can we maintain inner peace? How should we treat others? A recurring theme in Meditations is the fleeting nature of life. Marcus reflects on the impermanence of all things, empires, ambitions, even his own existence. This awareness did not lead to despair, but to a sense of humility and perspective. In one of the most famous passages, Marcus writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Such insights echo through the centuries, inspiring countless readers to cultivate resilience and focus on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius's reign was marked by events that tested his philosophy in real time. The Antonine Plague, a devastating epidemic that swept through the empire, placed enormous pressure on his leadership. Yet Marcus responded with calm and compassion, providing relief efforts and maintaining stability during a time of widespread fear. Meanwhile, the Germanic tribes threatened Rome's northern borders, leading to years of brutal warfare. Despite the strain of constant battles, Marcus remained committed to the principles of justice. He refused to demonize his enemies, viewing them as fellow human beings acting out of their own sense of necessity. Through his actions, Marcus demonstrated that Stoicism was not merely abstract thought, but a practical guide for leadership. His ability to stay composed and rational in the face of turmoil was a testament to the power of philosophical discipline. As Marcus Aurelius approached the end of his life, the physical and emotional toll of leadership became apparent. After nearly 2 decades as emperor, he succumbed to illness in 180 CE while on campaign. His death marked the end of an era, both for the empire and his lineage. His chosen successor, Commodus, would abandon many of Marcus's ideals, leading the empire into a different, tumultuous path. Yet Marcus's legacy endured, not through political institutions, but through the enduring wisdom of his writings and actions. Why does Marcus Aurelius continue to captivate minds today? Perhaps it is because his life mirrors the struggles we all face. He was a man burdened with responsibility, yet he sought peace. He endured hardships, yet he pursued virtue. Marcus teaches us that strength lies not in avoiding challenges, but in confronting them with integrity and grace. His philosophy reminds us to focus on what we can control, to accept life's uncertainties, and to act with kindness and reason in all we do. In a world that is often chaotic and unpredictable, Marcus's reflections offer a beacon of clarity. They encourage us to find stability within ourselves, to align our actions with our principles, and to endure with dignity whatever trials we face. As we reflect on the life of this great philosopher king, we are reminded that wisdom and virtue are not bound by time or circumstance. Marcus Aurelius's life is an invitation, a call to embrace reason and resilience on our own journey through history and beyond.